Brigadiers, do not adjust your monitors. I have returned after nearly 6 months of inactivity, except for music. I will explain why I have been gone so long later on in this race, but until then, welcome to the All-Star Race for Season 2. We start on the pole in the UPS Ford. And while we're here, let's take a look at the starting lineup. As I said, we start on the pole, followed by Denny Hamlin. Row 2 is Matt Kenseth and Clint Boyer. Row 3, we have Tony Stewart and Greg Biffle. Row 4, Kyle Busch and Casey Kane. Row 5, Carl Edwards and Jimmy Johnson. Row 6, Martin Truex Jr. and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Row 7, Fred Keselowski and Ryan Newman. Row 8, Kevin Harvick and Kurt Busch. Row 9, Austin Dillon and Kyle Larson. And rounding out your field of 19 cars is the BK Racing entry of JJ Yeley. Let's go upstairs for the first time in a long time to Darrell Waltrip and Mike Joy.
Welcome to Charlotte Motor Speedway in the feature event of Stock Car Racing's All-Star Night, the Sprint All-Star Race. I'm Mike Joy with Darrell Waltrip.
Pretty simple, Mike. Checkers or wreckers. Everybody builds a special car for this race because it's a special race. A lot of money, no points. Its boys have at it at its finest.
No points? No problem. Some teams approach this race as bring home the checkered flag or just bring back the steering wheel. Let it all hang out. A lot of fans, a lot of money on the line. Why not? It's the Sprint All-Star Race, and it's ready to go.
Getting set to go for 5 segments, in total 90 laps. Pace cars in. And coming out of 4, will come to the restart zone. 19 strong, we are away in Charlotte. For round 1 of this All-Star race. Denny Hamlin with the early advantage. Coming out of 2, we're 3 wide. Slipping backwards already, we're back to 7th on the bottom. But we managed to slide back to the top 5. Clint Boyer going slow out of 4. We're getting freight train on the inside now. We're back to 9th with Gordon to the inside. Stuck on the top. Tried to pull it into the bottom there, and now we're under caution. Let's take a look. Tried to squeeze into the lane on the bottom, and there really wasn't enough room. Now we got some rear end damage and got a car going in there. I think that's Austin Dillon. Yeah, and it was Austin Dillon, Dale Jr., Ryan Newman, and Kurt Busch all pitted. And wait, why are there 21 cars? Well, guess I missed a couple cars on the grid. Oh well. Anyway, we restart 11th. Top 10 being Tony Stewart, Kyle Busch, Matt Kenseth, Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin, Clint Boyer, Greg Biffle, Jeff Gordon, JJ Yeley, and Jimmy Johnson.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. Lap 4 of 90. We are still in the first segment. And green flag is back in the air.
Good pace. You're doing great.
We're gonna see if we can keep it clean for the rest of the segment, at least. And the
Top 10 is great. We got a top 5 car. You
the
take it,
top
man.
line gets
Do
a
this.
bad restart, getting held up by the
Watch your mirrors.
Joe
Coming
Gibbs
up
cars
fast.
of Kenseth and Hamlin.
Looking outside.
We got Larson on our inside, Kane going up the outside.
Right side's clear.
Now we got to run on Hamlin. We're going to pull in behind him. Yaley to the inside of Boyer. That's for
Car outside.
fifth. We're going to take it 3 wide into 1.
Too high. We'll get him next time, buddy. Check your inside.
Don't have the momentum to get by Yaley. Yaley still on the inside
Car tucked in behind you.
of
Put it on the left.
Hamlin now.
Car 3 back.
Hamlin and Kane get sent backwards slightly.
Car outside. At your
Come
door.
out of 4. We'll get by Hamlin and Boyer. And now Yaley is our next target.
Car on the
We'll
bottom.
give him a little bit of a shove into Biffle.
On your bumper.
And now Biffle to the inside of Boyer. Yaley getting held up by Biffle. Boyer stuck on the outside.
Coming on the high side. Stay down. Car high.
We're going to work our way around him. We're going to take Kurt Busch with us here.
At your door up top. Car outside you.
Oh, getting sent up towards the wall. We're 3 wide out of 2.
Outside.
Getting into Hamlin and
Spaghetti.
everyone else.
3 wide. 3 wide. You're in the middle.
3 wide in the middle of a Toyota sandwich there.
High side's clear.
Actually, the car on the outside was Harvick. I apologize for that.
Left side's clear.
Really tight going into turn 1.
Car underneath.
3 wide.
Your position.
Junior on the outside. Austin Dillon on the inside.
3 wide. 3 wide. You're in the middle. Way to ride out of that one.
Almost another caution, but we managed to ride out of that one. But now we are in 19th position with Ryan Newman in hot pursuit. Tony Stewart is still your leader. We're going to look to catch up to these guys sooner rather than later. Up to the wall, we scrape it out of 4. And much like last year's All-Star race, we are having all kinds of issues. But we're making up ground on Carl Edwards. Making up a lot of ground. Carl Edwards we're gonna get to his inside in turn 1.
Doing great, man. Clear up
Scoot
high.
around him.
Car right behind you.
Slide up to the top. He's gonna try to go for the crossover out of 2 here.
Car at
And
your door.
nothing
Down
doing.
low. At your door.
That's us
Low
back up
side's
to
clear.
18th. Oh,
Car on the bottom. 3 back.
got a massive
left.
push out of 4 there. Seem to be able to make it turn through 1 and 2.
Closing up top.
Carl Edwards up to the top once again.
Outside.
Take a little bit too much of the apron.
Car 2 back.
Oh shit!
Coming low. Clear left side.
Edwards to the outside.
Car up top.
Shouldn't have used so much brake there. I don't know why we were struggling.
Right's clear.
Go right on by him.
Car closing on the inside.
No, he's not.
Sector outside. Car approaching high.
No, he's not.
Okay, behind you. Car approaching your rear. He's clear.
Five laps to go in the first segment. Looks like we're going to be in the lower half of the field for this next restart. At the conclusion of this segment, we're going to come into the pits, take 4 new tires, fill it up, try to do something about this tight condition in turn 1 and 2. Or 3 and 4, rather. We're catching up to Brian Vickers, one of the guys I forgot to mention in the starting grid. And the first segment comes to a close. We finish in 18th position. And the results of this segment: Tony Stewart leads the final 19 laps, followed by Greg Biffle, Matt Kenseth, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, Dale Jr., Casey King, Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., and Clint Bowyer running out your top 10. And meanwhile, we are down in 18th position after starting on the pole. And we'll... Oh, really? Now we got to pit because we got damage. God damn it. Let's see if we have any... See if we're gonna have any company on pit road. No, we're not. Are you serious? We'll be the lone wolf on pit lane here as we come to fix the damage.
Let's do a splash of fuel. We got some tires if you need them. Okay, let's make this work.
Yeah, I really need these tires. You have no idea. Repair it. And you know what? We're gonna fill it up. Bring down the wedge of hair. And that'll be it.
Get ready, ready. Give me a fast stop here, guys.
And the UPS Ford is going to go to work after this pit stop. Lots of cosmetic damage. And we're going to start shotgun, 21st position. Tony Stewart, as I said, will be your leader on this restart. And let's go to segment 2.
Now that's one of the fastest of the day. Awesome work, guys. Awesome work.
Okay, it's time to push that pace now, buddy. Stay focused. We can do this.
Okay, that's the end of the first segment. The winner of the first segment takes the pole in the final round. But don't worry, you've got 3 more rounds to lock in a place at the front of the grid.
That's
Been here before,
great.
buddy. Come on, let's pick it up.
And we're away for segment 2. As usual, the top side gets a terrible start.
Just keep doing what you've been doing. Car outside.
And we lose our run out of 2. But we get it back in 3 and 4. Well, thanks to nearly getting into Gordon, we had to scrub some speed. Everyone's single file as we go through 1 and 2.
Clear right side.
Newman got out of line, and now Gordon gets out of line to take a look to the inside of Newman. We go to the inside of Gordon,
Car high.
and Boyer and Kyle Busch, and now Denny Hamlin is our next target.
Car at your door. Up top at your door. Lights all clear, bud.
We get around Hamlin for 13th,
Got a car behind.
and now he takes a look back to the inside. We're going to throw a block on him. Newman is taking a look at Vickers. We're going to get into Newman.
Now you're clear.
Going into 3. Almost hit the wall at a 4 and caused the car to flip again. Not cool.
Come on, man. Keep that momentum. Keep that momentum. Keep it low. Keep it low.
Newman
You're outside.
on the outside.
He's coming on the outside.
I think to give him a slide job.
Car 3
Now he's
back.
trying to go for the crossover on the inside, going into 3.
Clear now.
Oh, almost lost it there. We've managed to get back up to 12th. 4 laps into this segment. 3 laps into this segment, rather. Vickers to the inside of Harvick. That's for 10th. And now Harvick for the crossover. We're going to try to get by him right now. No, we're not, because Harvick went to the bottom and slowed us up. And now we're going to try it again on the bottom. Not enough momentum. We're going to slide back in behind him. Got a couple of cars on the inside. Oh,
Watch your inside.
way tight
Way
out
on
of
the
4.
inside. Got a car closing on your outside.
Newman trying to close in.
Car tucked in behind you. Looking low. Coming low.
Newman closing in on the
Coming
inside. Takes a
Clear right
look.
side.
We got help from Hamlin, but he goes to the inside
Car
as well.
inside. Keep high. Keep high.
Oh,
Control. You know what you're doing. Yellow flag. Yellow flag.
now we have a massive accident. I tried to push the issue. And looks like we're going to be back to square one again here. But we got a lot of cars coming in with us this time. I'm going to see if anyone got taken out in that accident after this pit stop. We're going to put on
Standing by, the crew's on the wall.
Gonna put on 4, splash, and wait, where is it? And fix the damage.
Okay, guys, get ready.
We're not going to put on tire. Okay, I guess we got to put on tires. Because the damage was in the suspension, we got to put on tires. That's going to get us sent all the way back. And as a result of that accident, Ryan Newman is now out of this race. We're going to start up on the high side, P20. The top 10 are Brian Vickers, Casey Kane, who did not pit, Greg Biffle, Kevin Harvick, Dale Jr., Matt Kenseth, Tony Stewart, Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Larson, and Carl Edwards, who was also in that accident.
Nice pit stop right there, just like we practiced.
Doing great, buddy. That pit stop's gonna make all the difference.
Yeah, that's what you said about the last one, and we're still back.
The tail of the field.
We're still back here, and tell me something I don't know. Anyway, away we go once again.
Gotta just be smooth.
P20.
10-4.
Scrape the wall.
Left side's clear.
Oops. Now the field's getting away from us here. Not cool. But we catch up immensely. Yaley going really slow.
High side.
That's us up to 19th. Got a long way to go. Got a little bit loose, clipping the apron there. Got Brad Kay in tow with Kyle Busch taking a look to the inside of, I believe that was, I can't see who that was up there. Really quick coming up to Johnson. Getting around 3 cars in the span of 1 corner.
Three back, coming low.
Now here comes Kane back on the outside. Almost clips us. Carl Edwards wants a piece of the action as well.
You're clear.
We're going to go to the outside of Johnson. Not an advisable move. But we're going to cut to the inside instead. Try to get around him in turn 1.
Car outside.
Get Johnson a little bit loose.
On your
He
bumper.
maintains 14th. Field is now split up into 2 packs.
High side's clear. Car 2 back.
Fastest laps is 28.90. Set by Kyle Larson.
Closing up top. Clear up high.
Kyle Busch with a run on the bottom. They all have runs.
Inside.
Now, we'll take it back on the top.
Watch your rear.
I see
One
him.
back, coming high. Looking high. One outside.
Kyle Busch with a run on the top.
Car up top.
And Kane.
Check your outside. They're on the outside.
Really should have taken tires on that pit stop.
You're all clear. Closing on the
comes Bush back on the bottom. Kane will follow up top.
Put it on the left. Put it on
Can't
the
do
high side.
anything in turn 1 and 2.
On the bottom, 3 back. Yellow flag, yellow, yellow,
How is that a... Oh. And third caution of this race. Carl Edwards involved in another one. As well as us, because, well, we caused it. We're gonna take a pit stop, change our tires while we're under this caution. 6 laps to go in this segment. And we got a lot of takers following us in here.
Let's do a splash of fuel. We want to get some fresh tires on. Crew's on the wall and ready.
Yeah, we're gonna get some tires and a splash of fuel while we're in here. Take off some tape. Lower the wedge a little bit more. That'll be
Make
it.
it count, boys. Be ready. Be ready.
And for this restart, Greg Biffle will be the leader, followed by Denny Hamlin, Matt Kenseth, Kyle Larson, Martin Truex Jr., Clint Boyer, Kevin Harvick, Carl Edwards, JJ Yaley. The top 9 did not pit. Rounding out the top 10 is Dale Earnhardt Jr. We will start P19. And here we go.
Great stop, guys. In and out. It's all up to you now, buddy.
Okay, go get him, man. We're still one of the fastest cars out there. Keep hitting your mark.
Four laps to go in this segment. Green flag back in the air.
One up top.
Top side doesn't get a good run,
One outside.
as usual.
Looking really good, buddy. No one working the top.
And neither do we, as usual.
Cover your outside.
We're going to slide up to the top. Carl Edwards hits the wall at a 2.
Car right behind you.
We're up to 12th, going for 11th on Larson. Easy doing. Now it seems like we got some speed since we took the 4 tires.
On your rear.
Let's try and get back up to the top 10 before the segment is
you're
over. To the outside of Vickers.
Clear left.
Give him a little bit of a shove out of 4.
Car up top.
And now here comes Dale Jr. up to the top.
Looking low.
Almost got into him there. Now Johnson wants to follow. We're going to throw a block on him. Now we're back to the top 10
Outside.
on the final lap of this segment. I thought that was the final lap. Anyway. We come home 9th. Greg Biffle wins segment 2. Followed by Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex Jr., Matt Kenseth, Kevin Harvick, Clint Boyer, JJ Yaley, Brian Vickers, myself, and rounding out the top 10 is Kurt Busch. And as I said, Newman failed to finish as a result of that accident. Now let's go to the third segment. And no, we didn't wreck the car this time. Good. We're going to stay out. And no takers, it would seem. No. All right, so that is your top 16 and the last 4. Let's go to segment number 3.
That's 2 segments down. The winner just gained a 2nd place for the grid in the final round. There's still 2 more segments to go, though. You still got time.
Jeff Hammond alluding to, before I say that, we're back to green here at Charlotte.
Really good right here.
Jeff Hammond alluding to in the final segment the top 5. Wait.
Car outside, at your door.
The first 4 segment winners will
3 wide, 2 outside.
start 1, 2, 3, 4 in the final segment.
Car low.
We get way loose after getting tapped.
Put it on the low side. He's charging. And clear.
Dale Jr. had to slow it up because Yaley was impeding Keselowski.
Watch your mirror, he's coming up fast. 50 to go, 5-0, you can do this.
We got 50 laps to go
He's coming on the
in the
outside.
All-Star race.
One outside. Car
Larson
inside
to
at
the
your door.
bottom.
Clear right.
He'll bring Kyle Busch with him.
Inside's clear.
Kane almost followed.
Right side's clear.
We'll get back up to 11th. We'll set our sights on Kurt Busch as Keselowski takes a look to the inside of Junior for 8th. Thought better of it, pulled back in line.
Car approaching
We
low.
are still way tight in 1 and 2. Kane and Busch and Johnson get back around.
Like we said today, nice and smooth. Stay focused. Car inside, trying to get to your corner. Right on the left.
We're going to take Johnson through the field. We're back up to the top 10.
High side's clear. On your bumper. Car in line with
Johnson's still to the inside of Kurt Busch.
you. Car up high.
Speaking of Kurt Busch, he goes back by on the outside,
Stay low.
as does Keselowski.
3 wide.
He bounced
3
off the
wide, you're
wall.
in the middle.
3 wide, down the back.
Clear low.
Getting to Kurt Busch a little bit there. We sent him to the wall accidentally as we go through 3 and 4. Hanging on to the top 10 like our lives depended on it.
Car up top, 1 back. Car approaching high.
Jamie Johnson up to the outside. He'll take 10th away
Car outside, trying to get to your corner. Car right behind
and
you.
set his sights on Yaley. We'll take 10th back away from Johnson. Up to the wall we go, almost hitting it. Yaley took a look to the inside of Junior. Nothing
Car
doing.
3 back. Looking outside. Stay on the bottom. Car tucked in
Johnson's to
behind
the
you.
outside. He'll take 10th back. He'll slap the wall at a 2.
With you.
I don't know if I made any contact.
Coming on
That
the
time I
outside.
did.
That's better. Come on, close that gap, buddy.
As a result of that contact, Keselowski gets back around.
Clear left.
We got a mirror full of Kyle Busch as Jimmy Johnson takes Kurt Busch with him.
Outside. Keep digging.
3 wide in turn 1 up there. That's
Working the top.
Dale Jr., JJ Yaley, and Brad Keselowski. We get shuffled back to 14th.
And clear. High side. On the high side. Clear left side.
You're way free in 3 and 4 and way tight in 1 and 2.
Car right behind you.
Not sure how to bounce that out, to be honest.
Watch your rear. Inside.
Here comes Gordon to the inside.
Stay up top. Clear down low. Looking inside.
Damn it, Kurt.
1 inside.
Gordon and Kurt Busch.
Car inside, trying to get to your corner. Okay, come on, buddy, focus. Let's get that back.
Almost
Car up top.
almost making a mess of that corner. Now we're getting shoveled back even
Lights all
further.
clear, bud.
We're in 18th and the last 2 cars are back there. 10 laps to go. 12 to go in segment 3. I know how to count, trust me. The winner of segment 1, Tony Stewart, all the way back in 17th.
Clear up high.
But he's guaranteed the pole in segment 5.
You're inside. Got one behind you.
Here he comes back in the out inside.
Left side's clear.
Stay out of the wall, there's a glitch there.
40 to go. Keep it going.
We're past the halfway point here in Charlotte. At the conclusion of this segment, we will take a break. But until then,
Car in front's heading to the pit.
we got a couple cars heading to the pit lane. Actually, no, it's only JJ Yaley. Had 2 others pull out with him. I'm not sure why. Kevin Harvick is the leader with 8 laps left in segment 3.
Clear.
Got another car heading in. Let's see who that was. I thought someone was heading in.
Looking low. Low side's clear. Clear right.
In a heated battle for 15th, Jimmy Johnson now. As we're at 5 to go in segment 3.
Got a car behind.
Harvick is still the leader.
Now you're clear.
Coming up on Dale Jr., I believe that is. And it is, I see it on the HUD. And he's coming up to
Car approaching low. Car 3 back.
I'm not sure who that is up ahead of him there. Oh, it's Brian Vickers. He's coming up to Vickers, and we're coming up to him. 3 laps left in segment 3. Junior takes a look to the inside of Vickers. Going into 1 and 2. That's for 13th. Can't get the move done. We're going to get involved in this battle. Junior to the inside again. He'll get the move done, and now we're going to look to capitalize as well.
Set him up. That's it. Right's clear.
Final lap of segment 3.
Car up high.
Looks like Harvick is going to take the win in this segment. And just as we got to the end of it, got around Vickers, so that's 14th for us there. Let's take a look at the results of segment 3. Harvick takes it, followed by Biffle, Truex, Kane, Keselowski, Kyle Busch, Clint Bowyer, Matt Kenseth, Jeff Gordon, and Kurt Busch round out your top 10. And meanwhile, we are in 14th. Still yet to lead a lap after starting on pole. Still 20 cars left, with only Ryan Newman out of the race so far. And we're going to go to the pits right now. Oh, that was close. Go to the pits, take 4 tires, fill it up. Get ready for the 4th segment. Looks like we're the only takers, as usual.
All right, driver, let's pick next time by. We need 4 tires, gas, and let's add some tape to that front end. We'll run a little bit cool. We're ready when you are, pal.
Fine. Lower the wedge even further this time. 4 tires, damage repair, and fuel.
Okay, boys, be safe and smart. Here we go.
And we added some tape to the grill. This car is beat to hell. Next race, we got 200 laps around the same track with the Coke 600. And as I said, we are the only car that took advantage of the pit stops. And JJ Yaley will get the lucky dog. Apparently he was a lap down. I didn't realize that. And with that said, we will take a break. This is the Sprint All-Star Race on Wheeler TV. We'll be back. Welcome back to Charlotte Motor Speedway. This is a Sprint All-Star Race. Kevin Harvick is your leader after 3 segments. We will start P19 after taking a pit stop. 20 cars remain on the track. Ryan Newman is the only car not left standing. Getting ready for segment 4 here.
Awesome job, guys. Great teamwork.
Like I said, we got a real good car here. Just take care of it, buddy.
Okay, buddy. That's 3 segments down. Only 1 more to go before the final round. Now, if you can grab a win in this final segment, it's going to make that last round a lot easier.
Yeah, I doubt that. Anyway, getting ready to go once again. Green flag back in the air.
One up top.
We're going to look to capitalize quickly here.
You're doing it today.
Top line, failing to get going yet again.
Go down low. Or outside you.
Got nowhere to slide up in front of them.
Car approaching high. Car at your door.
Denny Hamlin looking to get by us on the bottom.
Heading to the pit. Lights all clear, bud.
Kurt Busch slowing up and getting in our way.
Stay down. There's your next victim right there. 30 to go. 3-0. Got your door up top. Cover your outside.
How am I supposed to do that when I can't even get going?
Looking outside. Check your outside. Car up top. Just
Sending Kenseth up to the wall. He'll get into Kane. We got a car pitting.
Go outside. Keep it low. Keep it low.
He'll take it to the grass. Get into Kenseth. Heading into 1, we'll get around Edwards, but he'll take the spot back almost immediately out of 2.
High side. 3 wide,
Along with
2 high.
Kenseth on the outside of him.
Car up top.
And Stewart.
1 outside.
Around goes Edwards. That's 3 cautions he's been involved in tonight. I've started every single one of them. My driving has been atrocious. This is what happens when you don't play this game for 6 months. Oh, boy. No damage. Oh, wait, we got a little bit. Crap. We're gonna pit with everyone here. Oh, not everyone. Kyle Larson and someone else stayed out there.
We're ready for you, buddy.
I think. I'm gonna take 4 tires, repair the damage, and that'll be it.
Be ready, guys. Let's hustle here.
Where do we come out? P14, exactly where we went in. Okay. And after that pit stop, Kyle Larson is your leader, followed by Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski, Greg Biffle, Clint Boyer, Jeff Gordon, Kyle Busch, Jimmy Johnson, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and Martin Truex Jr. rounding out your top 10.
Way to go, boys. Nice pit.
Okay, let's get back in that rhythm. Let's go get these boys.
We were never in a rhythm to begin with. We've been sliding back every restart. And away we go once again.
Really good, buddy. Looking low. Low side. Okay, hunting down.
Got a really slow start up top because this top line doesn't get going
Car inside you.
right away on restarts ever.
Coming low. Clear left side.
No, he's not.
Stay up.
Oh
Car
shit.
underneath. Inside's clear.
Didn't get that good of a run this time, going from 3 and 4. Flipping the apron, we'll get sent up to the top. We're behind JJ Yaley, who was a lap down at the end of that last segment. Not getting a good run. Oops. Yes, we should have taken tires on that last pit stop, and up to the wall we will go. Almost clipping the safer barrier out of 4. Get to the inside of Yaley.
You're doing good. Clear right. Go up high.
I'm not going up high. Are you nuts? Oh wait, I did take tires. Why are they not? Oh, Kenseth, or Dylan up to the
Closing on
wall.
bottom.
Why did I say
Going on the
Kenseth?
inside. He's charging.
No, he's not.
Watch him here. He's coming up fast. Go to the low side. Car outside. Did he just do that to you?
Shut up.
3 wide. 3 wide. You're in the middle. Well, you're low. You're good low. He's coming on the outside. Clear high. Whoa, don't let her get away. Caution is out.
Caution is out, and that may have finished off Carl Edwards. Got a couple of cars up ahead joining us in the pit lane. And it didn't finish off Carl Edwards. Holy crap. He took one hell of a hit to the inside wall. Anyway, we're going to take 4
Okay,
new
let's
ones.
get this stuff figured out.
Repair the damage. And splash of fuel.
Okay, we need to be fast here. In and out. Let's go.
Clint Boyer is now your leader, followed by Brad Keselowski, Kevin Harvick, Casey Kane, Kyle Busch, Dale Jr., Ryan Vickers, Denny Hamlin, Greg Biffle, Jimmy Johnson, and Kurt Busch in 11th. We're going to start P20, of course.
Nice job, boys. Great pit stop.
Like I said, we got a real good car here. Just take care of everybody.
And now we got to start up top again. We're going to get screwed. 10 laps to go in segment 4.
We got this, buddy. Inside.
Gonna move Truex to the
Down low.
to
At
the
your
left
door.
there, just so
3
we
wide. 3 wide. You're in the middle.
don't
Clear
get
left.
held up.
Got one working the top. Car high. Stay on the bottom.
Still getting
At your
freight
door,
trained.
top. Stay high. That's not cool.
I know.
Car inside.
No, that worked. That worked about as well as I thought it was going to.
Okay, behind you. All clear.
A little bit loose. Touch the apron there. Got a nice run on these guys. And we did,
Low.
but kind of lost it.
Car at your door. Up top at your door.
On the inside of Kane.
Clear up top.
Getting to the back of him, going into 4. Getting to the back of him again. He got into the wall, but he saved it, and now we're going to get in the wall and flatten the right side even more. Didn't even think that was possible to flatten it any more than it is. Now we got to run on Austin Dillon.
Move down low.
Gets us up to 15th. We're going to lose it almost immediately if he can get a run to our inside, and he doesn't. Five laps left in segment 4.
Clear.
Going for a run on Denny Hamlin for 13th or 14th rather.
Keep rolling. Keep rolling. One up top.
Will give us the spot, but then probably go back for the crossover,
Car up high.
which he does.
Clear right side. Car outside. At your door.
We're going to run out of 4. We're going to take it from Hamlin.
Car approaching your rear.
Get into Johnson a little bit.
Right's clear. Watch your inside.
Why are we so slow in 1 and 2? I don't know.
At your door on the bottom.
3 wide out of
One on
2.
the bottom. Inside. Clear on the inside. Clear on the outside.
Two to go in segment 4. Brad Keselowski is your leader.
3 back. Coming low.
Here comes Jimmy Johnson to take 13th back.
Clear low.
And that's it for segment 4. We are 13th. And your top 4 starting positions for the 5th and final segment, 10-lap shootout, will be Tony Stewart, Greg Biffle, Kevin Harvick, and Brad Keselowski. Meanwhile, we are 13th, as I said. No, I guess you gotta pit. Okay. I didn't think this pit stop was mandatory last time.
Okay, buddy, we're ready for you.
We're taking 4 tires and filling it up. Repairing what little damage we had. Taking off the grill tape again.
Okay, boys, here we go.
Let's see what happens here. And as I said, the top 4 will be the winners of the first 4 segments. Tony Stewart, Greg Biffle, Kevin Harvick, and Brad Keselowski. And 5th on back to 10th will be Boyer, Earnhardt, Kyle Busch, Truex, Kurt Busch, and Jeff Gordon. And meanwhile, we'll start P16, the first and only car to... Wait a minute. Everyone pitted, it says. But we were the only one to take service. Well, anyway, we'll start P16 for the 10-lap shootout. Let's go.
Nice pit stop right there, just like we practiced.
Okay, go get him, man. We're still one of the fastest cars out there. Keep hitting your mark.
Oh well, you didn't guarantee yourself a spot at the front of the grid, but it doesn't mean you can't win this thing. It's all about the final round now. Give it everything you got.
You sure it doesn't mean I can't win?
Okay, come on, buddy. Focus. Let's get that back. Keep rolling. Got one working the top. High side. Car high. Got car
We're gonna
closing
get
on your
freight train
outside.
on the top
Car
as usual.
outside. Still outside.
3 wide out of 4. Junior getting
3
sucked up
wide,
to the
2
top.
outside. 10 to go.
Whoops.
We're on the high side.
We're up to 14th.
Car approaching low. Car at your door. Up top at your door.
Junior and Kane getting by, as well as
Car on
Johnson.
your rear. We're on the inside. Go to the high side.
We're gonna get back by Junior and Kane. We'll take Johnson with us.
Go to your right side. 9 to go.
9 laps left in the All-Star race.
Car approaching your rear. Car outside. Trying to get to your corner. At your door up top. Coming high. We're just as fast as him. Let's chase him back down.
No, we're not.
Right
Round
side
goes
clear.
Junior.
Caution
Massive
out.
accident. Once again, Carl Edwards is involved. Let's take a look. Got a little bit too much of a run. We got into Junior. That goes right back up into traffic. He'll take out Johnson. Let's see if we have any cars out of this one. And no one's pitting. Oh, got a couple of cars pitting. We're going to start P11. And everyone that was on the track before that wreck is still there, so. This restart, Tony Stewart, Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Kurt Busch, Greg Biffle, Denny Hamlin, Clint Boyer, Austin Dillon, Martin Truex Jr., and Jeff Gordon running at your top 10. Oh, this ought to be fun. 7 laps to go in the Sprint All-Star race. Coming to the restart zone, and here we go.
Okay, man. Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. One up top. Car up top. 3 wide, 2 outside. He's right on you. Closing on the bottom. 1 down low. Coming low. Car inside
Sucked
you.
up to the top. Back to
Inside
14th.
clear. 6 to go.
6 to go here in Charlotte.
He's coming on the outside. High side's clear. Stay up top.
Scraping the wall out of 4. Give me the bottom, Kenseth.
Right on the left. 3 wide. 3 wide.
And
You're in
of
the
course you don't, because why would you?
middle. Left side's clear. You got this. Nice work, man. Clear up top. Car inside, just looking. Looking low.
Oh, we're going to come out of 4.
Car approaching low. That car low. That's
Around goes Edwards yet again.
the throttle, buddy.
right up into Kane. Almost hitting head on. 4 laps to go. 5 laps to go, actually. And now we're going to start 12th. Kyle Busch, Tony Stewart, Austin Dillon, Denny Hamlin, and Jeff Gordon rounding out your top 5.
Okay, here we go.
3 laps to go here at Charlotte. And away we go.
Smooth. Nice and smooth.
For what could possibly be the final restart. We got held up on the top.
2 back. Holding up top.
Kane gets sent back, or Kenseth gets sent backwards rather.
Top 10. That's it. Keep working.
We're up to the top 10
Okay,
now,
lay down.
but not for much longer, and there we go.
On the bottom, 3 back.
Well, we get it back.
Side. High side's clear.
Top 10, but we got a hungry pack behind
go.
us. 2 laps to go. We got Kyle Busch in the lead.
Closer on the inside. Car inside at your door.
There goes Harvick back into 10th. Vickers wants to follow, but he won't.
1 inside.
Because we're gonna get right back around him. As we come to the white flag.
Inside.
1 lap to go here
Right
at
there.
Charlotte.
Final lap. Give me one more good one. Do you pass, man?
And we are getting taken out. Massive pileup behind us. And it looks like we got a couple of cars stopped in turn 1. We're going to finish 14th tonight. Kyle Busch wins the All-Star race. And, oh wow. Yeah. That was calamity to say the least. And now, to the results of this race. As I said, Kyle Busch takes it, followed by Denny Hamlin, Tony Stewart, Jeff Gordon, Kurt Busch, Martin Truex Jr., Austin Dillon, Clint Boyer, Brian Vickers, and Kevin Harvick rounding out your top 10. We take P14, and as a result of that last lap accident, Dale Jr. and Kyle Larson both get DNFs. And Newman wrecked at the start of the second segment. So, with that said, since this wasn't a points race, the hell with it. To the points. And now let's take a look at the driver's standings since we haven't seen them in a long time. We still sit atop the points with a 108 point lead going into the 600. The chase standings as they sit so far: myself, Newman, Harvick, Boyer, Keselowski, Martin Truex Jr., Kenseth, Kyle Busch, Carl Edwards. Joey Logano moves up 4 spots to 10th. AJ Allmendinger drops 1 to 11th. Jimmy Johnson drops 1 to 12th. Gordon drops 1 to 13th. Earnhardt drops 1 to 14th. Biffle goes up 1 to 15th. Excuse me. And Blaney drops 1 to 16th. And Austin Dillon, the Daytona 500 winner, goes up 1. '43rd place car in points has top 10. Wow. Oh yeah, that was a Talladega. And so was that, I think that pole was at Talladega too. Well, anyway. That's the points. This has been the All-Star race. Now for the explanation of why I've been gone so long. Basically, after my hospital stay in June, I started dealing with a lot of depression, stemming from a personal matter that I've been dealing with since before I went to the hospital, actually. Still haven't resolved it, and has to do with a friend of mine who I don't know if I'm still friends with or not. We haven't spoken in a long time. Anyway, enough about my personal jargon. That's why I've been out for so long. I know it's a shitty reason, but my mind hasn't been in the right place to do this stuff. You know, I wasn't going to be able to concentrate. So, I'll be doing this more now that my mind is at ease, for the most part. I appreciate the patience. And with that said, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this race, give a like, and if you want to see more of this or anything else I have to offer, subscribe and join the Wheeler Brigade. But until next time, keep the pedal down, keep on rocking, and I'll see you at the 600.